Hello everybody, today we're going to make Southern biscuits. I'm starting out with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now I'm going to be adding in a pinch of sugar. You don't really have to be precise with the sugar. Oops, forgot to get the salt. I'm just using a regular table salt, and we'll be using 1.5 teaspoons of iodized salt. Next up, we're going to be adding our baking powder. Now, I cannot find my teaspoon, so I'm measuring with 1/2 teaspoon. So you're going to see me add 10 scoops into that bowl, when really it's only 5 teaspoons of baking powder. And I'm just using my finger to scrape off the excess so it's an even measure. Good times. Alright, now I'm back with 1.5 cups of milk. Most people use buttermilk, but I'm out, so I'm just using whole milk. And now I'm going to cut in, well, now I'm going to get me a spatula. And I'm going to just combine those ingredients. There's a whole lot of stirring in this video. And I'm just combining those ingredients until it's an even consistency dough. Don't worry if it's a little lumpy, it's just biscuits. Make sure that you scrape the sides so that you get all that goodness. Now I'm going to take a chilled stick of butter. Make sure that it is refrigerator chilled. You don't want to have it out of the freezer because then it'll be hard to cut. And yes, this is messy, but that's how we do it down here. I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to cut off tabs at a time. And what this is going to do is make the biscuits flaky and have layers and all that goodness that you want in a biscuit. Oops, struggling. Get in there. Take it to the sink and let me wash my hands. Now we're going to fold in those tabs of butter. We do not want to completely blend that butter in. We want to have flakes and pockets of butter in these biscuits. So although we don't want to completely mix it in, we do want to have a little bit of butter all throughout. This takes a minute, so I'm going to cut a little bit of this out. Alrighty, now that that's all mixed up, I'm going to kind of form it into a little ball. Then I'm going to cover it with some saran wrap, and I'm going to put it in the fridge until time to cook. A nice chilled dough will be easier to work with. It'll be less sticky, and I'll be back. Alright, welcome back everybody. It's time to get our biscuits going. Alright, so we have our chilled biscuit dough right here. Look at it, I guess. Now here, I told y'all it was going to be lazy biscuits, because rolling out biscuit dough is a pain in the ass. So I'm using a muffin tin. Now I'm going to use my spray to spray my muffin tin. Spray it good. And then I'm going to spray my hands, rub them together, and we're going to start playing with some dough. I'm gonna start grabbing out balls of dough and rolling them and just putting them in the muffin tin. Excuse me. I'm doing these about golf ball size, but you could really do whatever size that you want, as long as you keep them like the same size as each other, because you want an even cook on them. Alright, I'll be back when they're out of the oven. Alright, here is our biscuits and our muffin tin, and we're going to pop these in the oven. Aren't those beautiful? What I did is I melted some butter in the microwave, and I'm using a barbecue brush to coat the top of these biscuits in butter. And while they're still hot, that butter's going to sink in and evaporate, and so it'll just have the taste of butter. And then if you want to put more butter in the middle, you can. It's your life. Live your best life, honey. Make sure to hit all them biscuits with the butter. And there they are, my pretty little biscuit muffins. These are a lazy way to make southern biscuits, just if you want to enjoy.